Okay guys, today I want to talk about one of the most powerful intent signal campaign I ever seen for B2B lead generation, especially for enterprise sales. And let's remember guys that enterprise, or getting a meeting with enterprise, a qualified meeting can be easily worth $5,000. Okay, there are entire departments that are trying to get meetings with enterprises, and they spend millions of dollars per year in doing so, or going to events that they cost like 50K, 30K, six figures, etc. Okay, so I want to show you one of the best secret strategy that I figure out during the days and during my consulting journey with mid-market to big companies. Okay, this is called competitor takeout strategy, and basically um, it's leveraging a news. Then I will go in depth about it, about a competitor. Okay, let's say that your competitor is having a big lawsuit. You can actually leverage it. You can get his customers. You can figure out what are. You can figure out which subset of their customers is your ICP, and you can leverage the news plus a contract buyout offer to actually steal their customer and migrate them your way. Okay, this is called competitor takeout or contract buyout strategy. Okay, and in particular I will show you exactly how this strategy works in general. How can we monitor competitors? How can we find competitors clients? How to engage with competitors clients? How this can become a commercial process and how you can operationalize it inside of your company. Okay, and by the way, this is a presentation that I used for a private event in a very famous B2B community, basically full of GTM leaders, chief executives, VPs, etc. And I'll make an example to make everything easier to understand, which is let's say that we are selling HubSpot, so a very famous CRM, and Salesforce, our main competitor, recently got a big lawsuit or a data breach or a cybersecurity attack or whatever is negative. Okay, we want to steal Salesforce clients. This is not true. I mean, it's not happening to Salesforce. Okay, it's just an example. Okay, so first of all, how can we monitor competitor news? Especially, let's say that we are selling a CRM like HubSpot, so we can actually, first of all, we can actually get all our competitors, right? I mean, Salesforce, Monday.com, Zendesk, such as Appcue, such as Dynamics, such as Close, whatever. Okay, we monitor them, and we can use agents like Playagent to actually monitor for lawsuits or negative news, and we can refresh everything with a weekly cadence, with a monthly cadence. The faster you are in reacting to the news, and the better it is. In this particular case, I was doing this for a client of mine, which is a 50 million ARR company in the UK. Okay, and this way we can monitor them. Whenever a negative news is found, you will receive a Slack notification, and your team can discuss whether or not it's worth prospecting strategy. Okay. How can we find competitors' clients? This works extremely well, especially with software. Okay, now we figure out, we receive this Slack notification, we figure out that Salesforce is having a big lawsuit. How can we figure out what companies are using Salesforce? It's easy. First, bring your account list or your lead list. Okay, you should have an account list if you're selling B2B. Okay. Then, when you have your account list, you can enrich that account list using HG Insights or build with others. HG is extremely powerful. How they know what tech stack you have? First of all, they scrape the front end of the website And for example, in this case, Salesforce, it's already in the front end. But they even check job description, they do surveys, they check events, they do many things to actually figure out this information. This works very well, especially with enterprise companies. Okay. Then once we have this data, we know that Salesforce is having a losses. Then we have our account list, and we figure out that out of 5,000 accounts we are targeting, only 90 are using Salesforce. So we can prepare our outreach strategy. How to engage with competitors' clients? We have many different ways. My favorite is make CXOs, VPs, or the CEO or whoever to actually record a video about how your company is different. Let's say that Salesforce is having a lawsuit. What you can do is, okay, let's do a video where we show that HubSpot is different and privacy cannot be solved in 2 months. So if you're using Salesforce without mentioning it, because otherwise you risk a reverse attack or a legal cause, which is even worse. But you can make it very powerful. The more viral the news is, and the more powerful it is your reaction. Okay, you have the video, you make 20 people of a company to post organically this video with different text, with different formats. You find the one that is winning. Okay, for example, one account executive posted and it became viral. Okay, amazing. Let's take it, let's put thought leadership ads around it. And in the thought leadership ads, you can upload on LinkedIn, inside of the LinkedIn ad platform, exactly that list of 96 accounts that have Salesforce and are your ICP. Okay, so it's very targeted, it's very powerful. Then you can reach out with outbound channels. Even better if you use your chief executives to use their LinkedIn, connect them to HeyReach, maybe share the video and share the content buyout strategy. Okay, say something like, oh, this could be happening with your CRM. This is how we can solve it. And in particular, what is very powerful is the offer here. The offer usually should be, if you can afford it, free migration plus use our solution for free till the end of the competitor's contract. And we can even reverse engineer the competitor contract, okay? So Salesforce is having a big viral lawsuit. We find his clients. We found his clients at our ICP. We find the people. We post organically. We reach out with ads. We reach out one-on-one. If they get in a call or even in the chat, we can say, okay, we can, by the fact that you're having problems, we will do the migration from Salesforce to HubSpot for free, and you will have HubSpot for free till the end of the contract with Salesforce. Okay? And guys, I hope it was helpful. This is very powerful. Again, the more viral the news is, and the better it is. And if you're doing this on an enterprise level, it can be worth millions of dollars. I think it's extremely powerful. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.